Around the Department of Defense this week. This is your DoD Weekly News Recap.
Visiting the Queen. I'm Navy Petty Officer 2nd Class Ashley Guire. President Donald Trump arrived by helicopter to Buckingham Palace in London to meet with Queen Elizabeth II. He arrived to an 82-gun salute, 41 shots in his honor, and 41 to mark the anniversary of the Queen's coronation on June 2, 1953. Trump and the First Lady were greeted by Prince Charles and his wife, Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall. The Queen received the President on the West Terrace of Buckingham Palace before ushering him inside. The President and the First Lady were then escorted by the royal family to the courtyard, where Prince Charles accompanied Trump on an inspection of the Guard. Trump also attended government meetings and a banquet during his trip. The Guam-based Island Knights Helicopter Sea Combat Squadron 2-5 responded to a vessel in distress notification from the U.S. Coast Guard and located a sailboat with a broken sail. The crew rescued 4 civilian passengers from the damaged vehicle and transported them to Andersen Air Force Base with no reported injuries. The incident was the 13th emergency call to the squadron by Coast Guard Sector Guam this year and marks 12 recoveries during search and rescue and medical evacuations so far in 2019. In a speech at the Shangri-La Dialogue in Singapore, Acting Defense Secretary Patrick Shanahan said the U.S. has more than 370,000 service members in the Indo-Pacific region, and the U.S. Pacific Command has 4 times more assigned forces than any other geographic combatant command.
The United States has more than 2,000 aircraft, providing the ability to rapidly project power across the vast distances of this region. More than 200 ships and submarines ensure freedom of navigation, search and rescue, and rapid assistance in the event of natural disasters. We are investing in advanced missile defense systems, interoperable with allied systems in Japan, Australia, and South Korea.
The Secretary called on partner nations to do their part to build security in their own countries and to strengthen alliances with neighboring nations.
The Indo-Pacific is our priority theater. We are where we belong. We are investing in this region. We are investing in you and with you. And we need you to invest further in yourselves. We need you to invest in ways that take more control over your sovereignty and your ability to exercise sovereign choices.
Shanahan said the U.S. has a long history of engagement and partnership in the Indo-Pacific region, and that relationships there are growing. Acting Defense Secretary Patrick Shanahan also gave the California National Guard approval through the end of the year to use unmanned drones to map fires, count destroyed houses, and spot survivors, while the Defense Department has agreed to provide information from a Cold War-era military satellite to help spot new wildfires. Officials are searching for ways to avoid fires like the one that devastated the Northern California city of Paradise last fall, killing 85 people. State officials discovered satellite technology that was developed in the Cold War that is able to spot small wildfires before they grow large enough to raise alarms. The National Guard will have soldiers and airmen monitoring the satellite so resources can be deployed faster once fires start. The drones have become a part of their standard operating procedure for fire mapping and damage assessment. They can fly for about 22 hours compared to 4 or 5 hours for a manned aircraft. With radars, cameras, infrared vision, and multispectral sensors, drones make it easier to see through clouds, smoke, and darkness. They can instantly link the images to maps and relay information to the fire managers, allowing them to quickly make decisions on ordering evacuations or moving resources. Drew Bly is in constant pursuit of life. He travels the country, by bicycle, on foot, or by van, meeting people everywhere he goes. He learns their stories and captures a portrait with his film camera, sharing everything on social media. With a mindset like that, he's the public affairs officer the Army never knew it needed. For his full story, visit defense.gov. That's your DoD News Daily Weekly Recap. I'm Navy Petty Officer 2nd Class Ashley Guire. You can find more stories about your military on defense.gov or by using the hashtag KnowYourMil.